Hello, hi everyone. This is Shrija. Welcome to Skin or Real, where I talk all things skincare. So if you like skincare related content, then make sure that you're subscribed. Likewise, you can also follow me on Instagram, where I post more regularly. And today I want to welcome you to my first video on skincare basics series, where I'm going to talk about the most essential skincare steps, and that is cleansing, moisturizing and sunscreen. So this is the first part, and today we are going to talk about skin cleansing. Now wait, don't turn off this video yet thinking that, oh, cleansing is such a simple and easy step and nobody can go wrong here. Yes, it is a very simple step indeed, but I'm telling you, and I say this from my personal experience, that this is where most of the people go wrong. And instead of cleaning their face, they actually create their own recipe of a damaged skin barrier. Cleansing is where the cycle of a damaged skin barrier starts. Now, I'm not going to talk about not cleaning your face enough or over cleansing, because we all know that not cleaning your face enough will give you clogged pores, and over cleaning will strip the natural oils of your skin and will therefore give you a dehydrated skin. That stuff is too basic. The information is out there, it's a no-brainer and everybody knows about it. Instead, what I want to talk about is the use of the slightly acidic low pH cleanser for the optimal restoration of our skin. Now you might ask that what does pH even has to do with my skincare or my cleanser? So well, I'm here to explain. Now the pH scale ranges from 0 to 14, where 7 is neutral. So anything below 7 is considered acidic and anything above 7 is considered alkaline. Our skin's pH ranges between 4 to 6, which is slightly acidic on the pH scale. And this pH range of the skin is also referred to as skin's acid mantle. Now this is really important because skin's acid mantle is a protective layer of blanket through which the skin protects itself from harmful bacteria, external environment, damaging pathogens and moisture loss. For a healthy skin, it is very important to have a fully functioning acid mantle, because a disrupted acid mantle can lead to dehydrated, sensitive, acne prone and irritated skin. And you know what is one thing that can potentially damage our skin's acid mantle? I'm sure you must have guessed it by now, but just to clarify, it is cleansing. Now don't get me wrong, cleansing is actually a very important step in your skincare routine, and it is important for a healthy skin. But the problem is not with the ritual of cleansing itself, rather it's the type of cleanser that we use. Majority of cleansers that are available in the market, the soap bars, the foaming ones, are highly alkaline in nature, and they can really disturb the acid mantle of your skin and push it towards more alkaline side. Now when your skin's acid mantle gets disrupted and moves towards alkaline side, it starts letting in all the bacteria and pathogens from the environment. It literally becomes a breeding ground for the P. acne bacteria to grow. Another thing that happens that is associated with highly alkaline cleansers is that it gives you this squeaky clean feeling. And you know, most of the time we think, oh, that our skin is getting clean, we are getting this nice feeling, our pores are getting clean and all that stuff. But in reality, guys, that cleanser is so alkaline that it is disturbing the lipid barrier of your skin. It is taking away the natural oils from your skin and is leaving it dry and dehydrated. So the next time when you get that squeaky clean feeling from your cleanser, know that it is not normal. It is not okay for your cleanser to give you that squeaky clean feeling. And in the long run, it can severely compromise your skin barrier. So by using the wrong cleanser, you are literally destroying your skin's ability to protect itself, which makes it vulnerable to a variety of skin problems. Now, how will you know that your cleanser is sabotaging your skin's pH? There are few signs. For instance, the skin feeling uncomfortable and tight after cleansing, chronic inflammation and clogged pores, excessive oiliness in the skin, dehydration in the skin, and the tight squeaky clean feeling shows that your cleanser is too harsh for your skin. I personally recommend using low pH cleansers such as Bioderma Cleansing Foaming Gel Wash, the CBM version, Sebamed Cleansing Foaming Face Wash, Neutrogena Low pH Cleanser, Cosrx Low pH Cleanser, CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser. The Bioderma one has a fragrance, but it's towards the end of the ingredient list and it's a wash off product, so I don't mind. And I really like that cleanser because it's so gentle on your skin. Honestly, guys, at one point of time, I was taking such good care of my skin, but nothing seemed to work, and the culprit was my highly alkaline cleanser. If you don't believe me, you can look at my pictures. So please test the pH of your cleanser by searching on Google or using the pH strips that you can get at local pharmacy, or even it's widely available on Amazon and other websites. Don't let your skin suffer, because a highly alkaline cleanser is very damaging for your skin. A good skincare routine starts with a good cleanser. There's no denying that. But learn the difference between a skin that is clean and a skin that is stripped of its natural moisture. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you next time in part 2 of Skincare Basics. Bye.